Hi there and welcome to Dressmakers Closet. My name is Jane and in today's video it's the second in my series of my Sew the Look, and I wanted to share with you my groovy outfit. So hi and welcome back. So this is my second video of my new series Sew the Look that I'm doing, and it's basically just me trying to recreate, not necessarily totally copy, but recreate an outfit that I've seen and I've been inspired and motivated to maybe create my own type of outfit that I've seen mainly on Pinterest. So this is what I'm wearing today. I'll pop a picture up of the picture that I was inspired by that was on Pinterest, and I really just loved this look. She is wearing obviously a buttoned open blouse shirt and these fantastic brocade trousers, and I just thought, wow, I love that look. Now, to be honest, this look is very decadent, crazy, groovy, bright, vibrant. It's certainly not a safe outfit. This is one I think it's definitely an outfit that is out my comfort zone, I suppose. It's not an outfit, it's not a sensible outfit that I can wear day to day, that's for sure, but I just wanted to make something that was a little bit more groovy, a little bit more outlandish, maybe for me anyway. So this is what I'm wearing. So obviously I'm not wearing the shirt, button down shirt, but I wanted to go for the colour block top with the brocade trousers. So both of these fabrics I bought from minerva.com, and I'll put the links for both the fabrics in the box below. I'll link everything that I can in the box below as usual. And so this is, and obviously I've chose colours that in my colour wheel, I'm warm autumn. This really vibrant turquoise blue is one of the colours, and I haven't got an awful lot. I did make a Freya top in a similar colour to this, and I really did like that colour. It's not a colour that I would normally have gone for, so I thought, oh, I'll go for something similar again. So this is in a soft crepe. Now, to be honest, I was hoping it would be a bit more of a bubble crepe when I ordered it, with a little bit more texture, a little bit like the green polka dot one I made this blouse in one of my other vlogs, and I'll pop the link for that up there. This is the Atelier Scammit Passion blouse, and here we have the pattern. And I just literally made it again exactly the same as the green polka dot one because I really liked it, but this time I used the sheer elastic tape for the neck and the cuffs. And yeah, it was a little bit easier putting it in rather than the way I did it originally, because I didn't have it when I did the green polka dot blouse. But either way, I think the only difference I would say is that obviously the elastic a little bit more bulky around the neck, but if you didn't have any tape you could quite easily do this blouse with just the elastic like I did. So I just made it exactly the same again in this blue turquoise soft crepe, and it is quite a fitted shirt, which is what I wanted. I didn't want anything loose or flowy. I wanted something that I could tuck in, because the trousers that I chose were the high-waisted trousers by Simple Sew. So I wanted obviously to show off the waist and have something that tucked in. And I like the fact that they had turn-ups and they would like a high waist. But this pattern is quite flawed, but I'll come on to that in a minute. So I'll stand up. Obviously I'll put some pictures up of me wearing it in the garden, but I'll also stand up and show you this really extravagant fabric, this lovely brocade. So it does look a little bit shiny on the light from my lighting and what have you, but it does look a little bit shinier, but it's all like embroidered, and it's the high waist detailing and with the zip at the back. But I thought an invisible zip meant an invisible zip. Well, that's not invisible, you can see it, even though it is a clear zip. I always thought an invisible zip was that you couldn't see it at all, but anyway, so it has a zip at the back, and it's got the 2 darts at the back and 2 darts at the front to give it that shape, and then it's got the pockets either side. And then obviously I've got the turnips, which obviously I can't show you, but I'll show you on the pictures of me stood in the garden. So it really is quite a crazy outfit for me, at least, but I do like it. So that is something. And the whole purpose of this exercise of me creating these outfits that I've been inspired by, outfits that I would not in a million years choose to do on a daily basis, but I'm trying to, see what I like, because if I don't try these different outfits, I'll never ever know, and I really do like it. It's not something I can wear around the house doing the laundry, that's for sure. So it's not an outfit that is a sensible outfit that's going to get worn all the time, but it will get worn. This is an outfit I would wear going out for coffee when we can go out. My daughter's already promised she's treating me, my mum, to a full-on Costa coffee with cakes the lot when we can go out. And this is the type of outfit I would wear going out for a daily, when you're going shopping. I would definitely wear it, but it's not an outfit that's going to get worn all the time. But never made anything with brocade before, and I thought it would be a nightmare to sew with, as in fray all over, but it frayed a little bit, but not an awful lot, and I did overlock everything that could be overlocked. I'm quite pleased with my version, and I'm quite pleased that I have stretched myself and gone a little bit out the box, and I like the result. So that's something I've learned. I like this colour, and I like how vibrant these trousers are. It's definitely something I will wear, most definitely will wear these trousers. I love the turnips, and I did them shorter than the pattern. I like the turnips on there, but I wanted them to be like an ankle grazer length. So I used the length of my Jayne pants that I just made. I did the crop version of the Jayne pants, and I used the length of those trousers. So I cut off, well, I'll show you how much I cut off the length of the pattern trousers. I cut that off originally, and then I cut a bit more off because I just wanted them that little bit shorter. So that's how much I cut off in the end. And then added the turnips, and they're just perfect, just on my ankle, which is perfect. I'm just wearing them with some brogues, but I think they might look quite nice with maybe some wedges in the summer, but that's a long way down the line. So back to this pattern. I should have known from a few weeks ago when I got this pattern. It's a paper pattern, which I don't normally get paper patterns. I prefer to download PDF patterns, much prefer to just stick them together, cut them out, than paper patterns where you've got a trace, but that's just my personal opinion. But when I first got the pattern and was just reading through, as you do, before I picked the fabrics, on the back of this pattern, now for simple sew, it's flawed, the whole of this pattern is flawed. I've got a list of faults with it. But going back to a few weeks ago when I was just looking at the sizes, the finished garment sizes on the back. Size 12 measurements, bust 40, these are their measurements, bust 40, a waist 41, this is for size 12, and hip 43, and I thought that can't be size 12, no, 41 waist for a size 12, there's no way. But then when you open up the pattern and you look at the instructions, which are sparse to say the least, the size 12 is 37 bust, 30-inch waist, and 40-inch hips, which is exactly what it should be. So I emailed them and said, you do realise that your sizing on the back of the pattern is not correct as opposed to the pattern. And eventually, a week later, I got a very short reply saying, oh, it must be a typo. Please ignore the numbers. Swap anything that has a 4 with a 3 and anything with a 3 with a 2. And that was a reply. I thought, well, that's not a very good reply. Are you not going to apologise or say we'll amend the pattern? There was nothing in the email to say anything like that. So I should have realised that this is going to go all pear-shaped. So comes to cut out. So that was the first error with this pattern. But I thought, oh, well, maybe it's just a typo. I'll pick my size. I went for size 12. So then coming to trace the pattern out and what have you, and I'm going to show you the pattern just so you know that I know I'm right. The pattern pieces, for example, are numbered, but they don't match up with the numbers on the pattern description. So for example, number 5 on the pattern says it's the back facing. Number 5 says back facing. Or even I've asterisked number 6, go for where the one I've asterisked. Number 6, it says pocket, number 6. On the pattern, find the pocket. And the pocket is number 5. All the pattern pieces are wrong, as in numbered, apart from numbers 1 and 2, front and back trouser pieces. So they're right. Everything else on there is numbered incorrectly. So if you were a beginner sewer and you were following, you know, put pattern piece number 5 with pattern piece number 6, you would just do it. But pattern piece number 5 is not really what pattern piece number 5 should be. So I think that's really bad. And also they've got number 3, zip guard. Number 3, zip guard. There is no zip guard at all on this pattern sheet. And then there's no mention of any zip guard at all in the pattern. So there's no zip guard. So it's mentioning something that you don't even need as well. So that is another fault. The pocket notches on the pattern pieces, there's only pocket notches on, let me show you. So there's your notches to put your pockets in. Hope you can see, sorry all the rustling. So there's, you've got your notches to put the pocket pieces in at the front. This is the front trouser. But when you go to the back trouser leg, there is no notches. That's the waist facing notches. There's no notches to put your pocket pieces on the back. So I had to put the front on the back, the front leg over on the back leg, and try and just duplicate where the notches were on the front for the back. And I think there's one more error. Yeah, one more error. The waist facing. So the waist is, there's no like waistband, it's just like a waist facing. And obviously the zips at the back. So you have your waist facing, so you have one long piece which is cut on the fold. And then you have the 2 pieces for the back. But on the pattern instructions, it says cut both on the fold. So if you cut both on the fold, that means you've only got 2 pieces, but you need 1, 2, 3 pieces. So the back facing should be cut 2, not cut on the fold. So then I had to go, so obviously I'd cut them both on the fold, not thinking. So when I come to actually put that waist facing on, I thought, well, if I just cut this in half, will that be enough on the piece? Because has the seam allowance been included? So I cut it in half, and then I use, instead of using 1.5 seam allowance to put them both together, I just use a centimetre seam allowance, just in case there was no seam allowance built in to that piece that says cut on the fold. So basically it was just an absolute error after error after error. I have emailed them, I haven't had anything back as yet. But to me, for a printed pattern from a company, fair enough, you get the odd typo error, but I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 errors on a pattern, I don't think it's good at all. And if I was an absolute beginner, you know what I mean, the title, Simple Sew, well, no, if I was an absolute beginner, that would probably put me right off, because everything would be wrong from the beginning. I wouldn't have questioned the sizing. I would have thought, oh, size 40 waist, well, I won't need a 40 waist. Say, for example, I'm only a 30 waist, oh, I'll do size 6. I mean, if you just went off what it says and you were an absolute newbie, you would be totally flummoxed. The whole pattern would have put you right off, because nothing would have gone right at all. The pattern pieces aren't numbered right. The cut 2 pieces on the fold when that's wrong. There's no notches where the notches should be. It's just an absolute, it's just not good. So I've got another Simple Sew pattern, the culottes, which has put me right off even looking at doing it. Well, the way I'm feeling at the minute anyway. So let's just see what their reply is to my email. And I've asked for a refund because I don't think it's good enough that I've had to fathom things out myself. Luckily, I can sew things. I'm not saying I'm an expert, I'm nowhere near an expert, but I have got a bit of knowledge where I can like wangle things and adjust things, you know, that hopefully will get me with the result I want. But I don't think I should have to do that. And so if you bought this pattern, it could be I've just got a duff one, the whole thing. Maybe it was just April Fool and just sent me it. I don't know, but it's not good. So that's my opinion and report for the Simple Sew high-waisted trousers. It's not Simple Sew because the instructions are very, very sparse as well. I just thought Simple Sew, oh, it's going to be easy breeze. It's really good, but it's not. The instructions literally are, that's it. And the turnips, I didn't understand how they added the turnips. They've got a picture there where it looks like you put the turnips on the outside with the raw edges together, but when you look at that image, it looks like the turnips are put on the inside. So I wasn't convinced. So what I did was I pinned my turnips to the inside. So I put the right side of the turnips on the inside of the trouser, so they were like on the wrong side of the trouser. And I pinned them, pretended I'd stitched them to see how that would work, and then I pulled the turnip out, and then I pushed the turnip over, which worked my way. I think the way they were telling you to do there, because they don't say anything about put them on the inside or the wrong side. It just says align the side seams of the turnips with the side seams of the trousers and attach the raw edges and sew them to the trousers. And then another error, one more error. Then they say when you've got your turnips turned up, eventually, which if you followed this pattern you probably wouldn't, but I did it my way. So you turn your turnips up and it says stitch in the ditch on both sides, either side of the trouser leg, absolutely fine. So you stitch in the ditch, and then it says stitch in the ditch and then flip your turnips back down and you're finished. Well, how can you flip a turnip back down if you've stitched it in the ditch? There's no way that turnip's going to go anywhere. See if I can get it on the so there I've stitched in the ditch. And then flip your turnip back down. Well, there's no way you could flip. Why would you want to flip your turnip back down? Oh, it was just the air was blue, shall we say, when I was making these trousers. The only thing that went in really well was the zip and the waistband, but only because I had to chop the waistband into 3 pieces rather than 2 pieces, but that went in well, and the zip went in absolutely fine. But no, I won't. I mean, I love the result. Is just I won't be making them again, definitely not. And we'll see. I'll keep you posted on what they say in the reply to my email. I have asked for a refund because I don't think anybody should have to fathom out a pattern from all these errors. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 5 errors on the pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, no, 6 errors on a pattern, which I don't think is very good at all. But back to my Sew the Look, I'm absolutely thrilled with it. I really do like it. It's really extravagant. It's bright. It's vibrant. It's bold, and it's different. But I really do like it, and I feel really comfortable in it. And I will wear it when I get the opportunity. And I'm glad I did it, and I'm glad I've stitched something that I liked on Pinterest, and I brought that dream, shall we say, into my reality, and I love it. So if you ever see anything on Pinterest and you think, wow, that's amazing, I would love to wear that, but it's a bit outside the box or outside my comfort zone, honestly, just go get the material, make it, and I'm sure you'll love it just like I've done with mine. I mean, this is completely out my comfort zone in a look, but I really do like it. So hoped you liked today's video, my second Sew the Look. I've already got my third Sew the Look chosen. I haven't picked the fabrics yet, but I've got the outfit that I've chosen off Pinterest again, and it's not as bright as this one, but it's still a nice look I like, and that will be coming in May. I'm going to do one every month. So let me know what you think of my outfit, and I'd love your comments. And if you have done these high-waisted trousers by Simple Sew, please tell me, did you come across all these errors, or is it just me that I've just got a duff a duff pattern. I'll put the links for everything I've mentioned in the box below as usual. Thanks so much for watching. Thumbs up if you liked today's vlog, and if you haven't subscribed and you just found me, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I really do appreciate it. And I'm off to do more sewing. I've got a pattern test to do this afternoon, so I've got that to keep me busy, and obviously I'll share that with you when I'm able to. But until the next time, thank you so much for watching. Please take care, and as always, if you can, happy sewing.